Well, the last time I was here at Liberty, I predicted a great game, an absolute close game between Beardstown and Liberty. No, didn't happen. Beardstown won it 10-0 in 5 innings. Chloe Kearns threw a a one-hit shutout. So it was pretty impressive. But this one, I don't know what to expect. Class 4A school comes to town. The neighbors of sorts, Quincy High, the Blue Devils. We welcome them on Furious Rally Sports for the first time ever in any sport. And they take on the Liberty Eagles. So let's talk a little bit about Quincy High a little bit. The Blue Devils, talking with head coach Ann J. Heineke. She was telling me they're 10-10. She said kind of been up and down. Of course, they're playing big schools now. Edwardsville, Alton, schools like that, and also in the Western Big Six Conference. Quad Cities teams, also Geneseo. They lost yesterday to Geneseo 8-2. The thing that Coach Heineke said to me, she goes, well, we're happy with one thing. We haven't been 10-run ruled yet. Or run ruled yet like the 15-run rule in 3 innings. So she's happy with that. Again, this is a 4A school with the Blue Devils. So this is a test for Liberty today. And Liberty comes into this one. They are 12-2 in Class 1A. Head coach is B.J. Fessler. And he was telling me after the Beardstown game, he told me this a little while ago. He said, I had to have a heart-to-heart with my ladies after that game against Beardstown. He said it was more about resilience and those kind of things in regards to, when you hear that, that's where my microphone is, right out here on the outfield fence. I put it in at home plate, but it doesn't work there anymore. Anyway, out there, who's out there today? Camden Orman out here in left taking some infield, outfield for Liberty. Where was I? Anyway, he was telling me with the Beardstown game, he had to have a heart-to-heart with his players afterwards about resilience. They win yesterday 21-9, if I remember right, against North Green. So there you have it. A 12-2 team in Class 1A with Liberty, a 10-10 team in Class 4A with Quincy High in town today on Furious Rally Sports at Liberty. By the way, talked with the coaches from Liberty. Their baseball team's getting ready to play here in a little bit over there. I've got a couple of games lined up for them. I haven't forgot about them. Coming up in May. That might be one here in late April. I believe I got a couple of them in May. So we'll get the guys in as well, okay? But today our focus is Liberty and Quincy High in softball. Let's go ahead and go over to starting lineup, shall we? First for the Quincy High Blue Devils. Leading off at third base, number 7, Ivy Winter. Batting second, the shortstop, number 17, Mia Ellifritz. Mia is a junior. By the way, Ivy is a junior as well. Batting third, the catcher, number 11. That is Maggie Neely. She's a sophomore. Batting fourth, playing center field, rather, number 22, Avery Lubeck. Avery is a senior. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 23, Ava Geisendorfer, and she is a senior. Batting sixth, playing second base playing second base, number 8, Kendall Byquist. There we go, Kendall. She's a junior. Batting seventh, it's the first baseman, number 21, Maylee Tipton, and Maylee is a junior. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Squires. Aubrey, a junior. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, the sophomore, Cameron Lubick. Now, also, the pitcher is Izzy Wepler. And she is the flex player. She wears number 15. So that's for the 10-10 Quincy Blue Devils in Class 4A in Illinois. Now for the Liberty Eagles. Leading off, playing third, number 10, Ava Hemming. She's a senior. Batting second, At second base, number 16, Anna Dietrich. Anna is, what did I have her as? Sometimes these listings are kind of incorrect, but I've got Anna as a senior. Batting third, your pitcher, number 22, Chandler John. She's a junior. Batting fourth, the senior. At first base, well, she's a junior, correction. Oh, I thought she was a senior. Well, I'm getting this all mixed up. Anyway, batting fourth at first base, 00, Claire Obert for Liberty. Batting fifth, didn't see her the last time. She's back in the lineup. The catcher, number 23, Andy Mixer. She's a junior. Batting sixth, in left field, number 4, the senior, Camden Orman. Batting seventh, at shortstop, number 2, Wesley John, the freshman. She's caught various points, might even catch a little bit in this one. We'll see. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 7, Shay Janssen. She's a senior. And batting ninth, your designated player, number 44, Aubrey Fessler, the sophomore. Also, this is kind of neat, Leela Parkhill, she's playing center field today, the flex player, so she gets the chance to play out in the field today. Normally I see her running the bases. Liberty comes in again, 12-2 with the head coach, B.J. Fessler. They are in Class 1A in Illinois. You see the sun coming in and out. Temperature game time somewhere in the 70s, I think. Guess I could look that up real quick if I have a moment. Hang on. The temperature 67, so I was incorrect there. Well, now you know. And so game time in just a little bit here. We're about 20 after 4 local time. I'm guessing the game will start fairly quickly. And I will take a momentary break and be back on Furious Rally Sports for Quincy High. First time on Furious Rally Sports and Liberty in softball. Back in a momento. Hang in there.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal him from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
I always make sure I'm safely strapped in before I start driving. So I always check that my child is buckled correctly in her car seat. Check that your kids are in the right seat for their age and size at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
The best is yet to come.
Positive self-talk comes from finding positive voices.
Is yet to come. The best
I block out the rest.
Love, you're mine.
When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without a high school diploma. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers.
Your achievement has set an example for so many students. Most importantly, your daughter.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
So the umpires getting together with the head coaches. And I just wanted to say this, if for the young folks watching, for softball, for girls softball, play, and learn how to pitch, because pitching is at a premium at the high school softball level. They do not have a pitch count in high school softball because there's not that many people that can pitch. That's for one. Just imagine if you had a team that had a lot of pitchers in softball. That would help you a lot, I would think. Keep the arms fresh. Whether it's harder on the arm to pitch underhand than overhand, I don't know. But nonetheless, think about that, young folks watching. If you're a young girl and you want to play softball, go play and learn how to pitch. You could help your team immensely. At least that's just my thought. Editorial by Phil O'Neill. Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill. You see there the head coach to the left, Ann J. Heineke for Quincy High, and to the right, head coach B.J. Fessler for Liberty. And again, we are probably, I guess I need to take my little shade down I've got up here. Kind of blocks the sun. Helps before the game. There we go. And I think we're just about ready here in moments to start. The lineup's all out there. And today I mounted up in left field. In right field, I got a cross sun that was kind of really affecting my screen. Here I'm staring right into the sun. There's no way to have my back to the sun because there's no real place for me to mount up on the first base side, really. So that's why I'm over here. It's okay, it works. I will make it work. Let's just put it that way. And now you see Liberty folks coming out. Chandler John in the circle for Liberty. Let's go over their lineup out in the field. In left field, you have, let's go over and see if I can show you. In left field out here, well, they're all warming up close. They always do that. So in left field, it's Camden Ormond. She would be on your right there. In center field, it's Leela Parkhill for the first time, at least on Furious Rally Sports. And in right, it's Shay Janssen. She's on your left part of your screen. At third base, it's Ava Hemming. At shortstop, Wesley John. Second base, Anna Dietrich. At first, Claire Obert. Behind the plate, Andy Mixer. And in the circle, no surprise there, Chandler John. As I understand it, yesterday, Ava Hemming pitched a little bit. I believe that's what Coach Fessler told me. Did he tell me? Yeah, I believe so. And Chandler John pitched a little as well. So this is, you would expect Chandler to probably go the length here in this game. Again, welcome to Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill, with Quincy High, the first time on Furious Rally Sports in softball. This one should be good. 1, 2, 3 hitters here in the first. It's Winter Ellifritz and Maggie Neely to lead off. It's your third, at third base, I should say, number 7, Ivy Winter. We're about ready to start. She's a junior. With the sun being what it is, I have to adjust the camera here and there, so just keep that in mind. So here's Ivy Winter in the first pitch on Furious Rally Sports of the day, Quincy High and Liberty. Welcome. And that is a hit out to center field, just like that. Well, Ivy Winter says, hello, Chandler John. Hell, the no-hitter's wiped out, huh? Chandler's going, that's not funny, Phil. It's not. Number 2 hitter now, Mia Ellifritz, your shortstop. She wears number 17. See if I can get a shot of Mia in here. I know it's kind of tough because I am looking at a screen, and it's kind of, even my laptop has the screen all brightness as high as I can, and it's still a little dark. And it's bunted almost perfectly. It gets the out, though, and advances the runner. So nice job on the sacrifice by Mia Ellifritz to move Ivy Winter to second. And now it's your catcher, your number 3 hitter, number 11, Maggie Neely. Hello there, Maggie. Maybe. Get a shot at you. Kind of hard to see through the mask, isn't it? Wind is a little bit rough. It's a cross breeze from right to left. And it'll blow that camera. Good drop ball, swung and a miss for a strike. No score. We've just started here in the top of the first on Furious Rally Sports. Yeah, you're going to hear the wind today in the microphones. It's a little windy, like it always is anymore. And this one is fouled. I had to find it myself. It was over to the left and hit the dugout, I believe. So 2 strikes now on Maggie Neely. No one's running the scoreboard as far as the balls and strikes, so if I get mixed up on that, forgive me. Maggie Neely trying to bring a runner home. Ivy Winter led off with a single. Bang, just like that to start the game. So the 2-strike count. That is a base hit. And it's out to center field. We'll score the run. So Winter scores from second. It's 1-0. On the single, Maggie Neely advances to second base. 1-0. I'll change that score in a moment. Maggie Neely with the RBI scores Ivy Winter. Now your number 4 hitter, your center fielder, number 22, Avery Lubeck. 1 out here in the top of the first, 1-0 Quincy High. Change that score when I get a moment. I guess I probably should take this moment here. Hang on. Can I do that? I think so. And there we go. Okay. And that is popped up, caught there at first base by Claire Obert for the second out. Didn't even get a chance to say hello to Avery Lubeck. Next time, Avery. It's your designated player, number 23, Ava Geisendorfer. See if we can see you here, Ava. There we go. Yep, camera will bob it up and down a little bit here. The runner at second. 2 outs. I believe that was called a strike. Thought I heard the umpire go strike. Yes, it was. Now the strikes and balls are up on the scoreboard. So an 0-1. And the outside corner, let's see if that's available. It was last game against Beardstown, outside edge for both pitchers. That's fouled into the backstop. So quickly 2 strikes on Ava Geisendorfer. She's your designated player, batting 5th. Quincy's already got a run home here on a single from Maggie Neely that scored Ivy Winter from second after she had singled leading off. 1-0. Quincy High. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Good changeup from Chandler John. So, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go to the second. Quincy High has the early lead over Liberty. 1-0 on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a flash. You know, I talked about a little bit about young girls, if you want to play softball, play and learn how to pitch. And if you're left-handed, that's even better. Look at this. This is the first left-hander I think I've seen pitch in high school softball around here. This is the junior Izzy Wepler on the mound. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Now, I'm telling you, back when I played baseball, he started facing left-handers. He didn't see them very often, and they were just enough to flummox you. Let's just put it that way. So let's see what Izzy has for the Liberty Eagles today. They already lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3 is Hemming, Dietrich, and John. One of the Johns, anyway, for Liberty. It's Ava Hemming, Anna Dietrich, Chandler John. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me go over your outfield here. Aubrey Squires is in left. Avery Lubeck in center. Cameron Lubeck in right. Ivy Winter is at third. Mia Ellifritz at short. Kendall Byquist at second. Maylee Tipton is at first with Maggie Neely behind the plate for Izzy Wepler in the circle. So now batting. It is, gosh, what did I do with my pencil? There it is. Ava Hemming. She's your leadoff hitter at third base. So we can get her in there for you. There we go. First pitch from Wepler. Yeah, a little low outside. 1-0. Again, nice day, 67 wind, kind of a cross breeze and it kind of will blow out a little bit from right to left. I would say from the right field corner to left field. That is tattooed. And that was out here to left field, and it's a double. Just like that, Ava Hemming says, yep, we'll start you up too. Because that's what happened in the top of the inning with the leadoff hit from Ivy Winter. And so Ava Hemming does the same thing. Leadoff double for Ava Hemming. It is your second baseman, number 16, Anna Dietrich. There she is. There you see a runner at second. Wepler's pitch is popped up. It's out to center there. Good catch by Avery Lubick. That is one away. Oop. Hey, look out. There we go. Chandler John, now your pitcher against the other pitcher. Izzy Wepler. Nope, that's outside. Ava Hammond gets off there quite a bit. 1-0 Quincy High over Liberty. Bottom of the first on Furious Rally Sports. 4-18 with Quincy High, 1-18 with Liberty. Still should be a good game, I would say. That is popped. It is going to be a base hit. The runner will advance, and I didn't see if she dropped or not. My pillar's in the way from my van. So we're going to call it a hit out there and I'll take a look and see if it's officially a hit or not. Hemming moves to third, and Chandler John at first now. I'm kind of following along on Quincy High's score. We have a runner now at first, and can't quite see who that is there, but we do have a runner. She gets the second, I'll know who it is. Okay, so it's your number 4 hitter, Claire Obert, your first baseman, 0. Double zero. There she is. That's outside for a ball. Runner does not go from first. Shows the bunt. Runner will not take off from well, she does. Yes, she does. So who's running there? That is Austin Ivers. Played behind the plate the other day against Beardstown. So second and third now on the catcher's indifference. At least that's what I would call it for Liberty. Chance for them to bring somebody home with one out. They're down 1-0 to Quincy High in the bottom of the first. That is popped out to right. That will score the run and advance the runner to third. Lots happening there. Second out. Hemming scores. That ties it up from third. Chandler John moves up to third on that. 2 outs now after the flyout from Claire Obert. This is your number 5 hitter, Andy Mixer. Catcher. Number 23 there. That is, what do you call that? Tunked foul? Nubbed foul? Yes. 2 outs for Liberty, but they've tied it here 1-1. I'll change your score in a moment. Had the chance to go ahead with the runner at third. Austin Ivers running for Chandler John. Swung on and missed. Now 2 strikes. Looks like I'm going to have to change that score between innings. Again, tied at 1, Quincy High and Liberty. Feels like an even game watching them. Upstairs, Izzy Wepler, the lefty. Again, she is the first left-handed pitcher I have seen in high school softball in my 2 years. calling games here on Furious Rally Sports. I think that's kind of neat. That is grounded. That's a base hit out to left field. That will score the run. Andy Mixer singles. That scores Chandler John, and it's now 2-1 Liberty. We got time here, and that should give me time maybe to change the score, huh? Maybe. I think we have a pinch runner, perhaps. I think we do. There we go. I believe we do have a pinch runner, and I was changing the score. I was trying to look to see who it is. Can't quite see. Can I see from here? No. Don't have my binoculars handy. Yeah, it's all right. We'll find out who it is. So batting is your number 6 hitter, Cameron Ormond, your left fielder. That's outside, low ball. Liberty has come back and gotten 2 here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs on Furious Rally Sports. 2-1, they lead it. Moments ago, Andy Mixer singled home Chandler John from third. There is Camden Ormond. And, nope, a little bit outside throw down to first. New back. I don't know. This game feels like it's going to be a woo boy. Get your popcorn ready. Tell your friends. Tune into it on Furious Rally Sports on YouTube, huh? That's a little outside. Wind now kind of blowing a little bit. Well, as soon as I'm going to say that straight out from home plate, it's kind of flipping around right to left. So there you have it. Camden Ormond now with the 3-0. Steve Reich right there from Izzy Wepler. Again, the sun will kind of come in and out, kind of messes with my camera settings. I have to change them, and so forgive if they kind of go washed out or too much or not enough. The sun messes with them in the clouds. Steve Reich on the outside edge. So Izzy Wepler gets back in this at-bat by running the count full on Camden Ormond. You have a runner at first. That's for Andy Mixer, the catcher. That is a pitch on the outside corner. Wow, nice job coming back there. Izzy Wepler to get the K and the final out of the inning when the count was 3-0. All right, so let's go through this real quick. We got what? 1, 2, 3 hits. And there were 2 runs. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 left. We go to the second. Liberty Eagles over to Quincy High Blue Devils. 2-1 on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a memento. It's okay, back at it here. 2-1. Liberty over Quincy High. Liberty comes to bat here in the top, or rather, Quincy High comes to bat in the top of the second. Byquist, Tipton, Squires. Your number 7 hitter, 6 hitter, Kendall Byquist, the second baseman. Swung on a miss for a strike from Chandler John. Your shot of Kendall here, your second base player. Okay, there we go. Whoops, what am I doing there? There we go. Outside edge for a strike. And again, I know it's hard to see home plate with, I'd have to have a camera angle 100 feet in the air to shoot down to see the actual plate, but I believe that's the outside edge, and it's being given today. 2-1 Liberty. That's upstairs, 1 and 2. to Kendall Byquist. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the second for Quincy High. And that is a grounder to second, over to first for the out. Anna Dietrich makes the play. Throwing it over to Claire Obert for the first out of the inning. Here in the top of the second. Maylee Tipton now, your first baseman. Maylee wears 21. That's a little upstairs for a ball. Yeah, I'd say Chandler John looks a little bit better throwing in the circle than she did against Beardstown. She just seemed off to me that day from the very beginning. That is fouled. Thanks for joining me here on Furious Rally Sports. Your Uncle Phil O'Neill. Good game. It's one's wild on the scoreboard. Ball striking and out. Maylee Tipton takes a ball in the dirt low. Chandler John can move it all over the place. Left, right, throw the change up, throw the drop, throw the fastball that explodes out of the zone. I know a lot of pitchers can, but she's usually very good with that. That's grounded right back to John. That was hit pretty hard to her. But Claire Obert will take the throw from John, and there are quickly two away. Kind of like hearing the chirping from the Quincy High dugout there. And now you've got number 10, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. This is Aubrey Squires, your left fielder. She'll take a ball. See Aubrey there. 2-1 Liberty. Here in the top of the second, 2 outs on Quincy High. Swung over the top. Quickly 2 strikes on Aubrey Squires. Well, you give up a run in the first inning, and if you're Chandler John, you go 1, 2, 3, you feel really good about yourself against Quincy High. Steve Wright took that one. A 1, 2, 3 inning for Chandler John. No runs, no hits. No one left, obviously, and we go to the bottom of the second. Liberty leading Quincy High 2-1 on Furious Rally Sports. I will be back. Will you? Sure you will. There is no messing around between innings. I can tell you that in softball. It's like bang, 1 pitch, 2 pitch, here we go. That's kind of understood. You have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters here now. John, Janssen, and Fessler. So it's your number 7 hitter, number 2, your shortstop. Wesley John. There's Wesley. Against the left-hander. Izzy Wepler. That's kind of cool. Got it in there for a strike. As I was moving the camera in the middle of the pitch, but it's a strike. 2-1 Liberty over QHS. Bottom second. We just started the bottom part of the inning. No. 1-1. Boys are playing on the other side. I'm not sure who they're playing. I'm going to get a couple of games of theirs. I think in May, if I remember correctly. That's weather permitting, of course. That is grounded foul down the third base line. Next up, by the way, for me is Central Lee, Iowa. Donaldson, Iowa. Soccer matches, boys and girls, girls and boys, against Wapello on Friday, 4:45 and 6:45 for those. And the 1-2 now from Wepler is Steve right 3 on the outside edge. That outside corner is there. Outside edge is there for those pitchers. And that is the first out as Wesley John is caught looking. It's your right fielder now. Number 7, Shay Janssen. A little tougher to see the left-handed hitters, isn't it? That is up for a ball. Liberty players are starting to chirp in the dugout. Answering the Quincy High players chirping when they get in there. Steve Reich. I must say it's kind of refreshing. We would get excited when we played high school baseball and boys, but not like that. It's good to hear. 1-1 now to Shay Janssen. That is out here to, it's just foul to left. Just foul. I'm trying to find where the ball is. Well, okay. Anyway. Here we go. This one is out to right field, and it skips through. Shay Janssen gets the double. Aubrey, Cam, what do I got here? Yeah, Cameron Lube. Actually, this is Aubrey Squires in left. I think she got a little distracted with the foul ball. Avery Lubick was talking to her, and then that one was hit right out towards her, gets by her, and it's a double for Shay Janssen. Gonna happen. This is Aubrey Fessler. Designated player swung on and missed for a strike. 2 outs, or rather 1 out. Where'd he get 2 outs from? Because Wesley John had just struck out. Yeah, all right. Anyway, 2-1 Liberty. Double from Shay Janssen moments ago to left. You heard it bang off the fence. The runner does not go. Makes it 1-1. So I can show you Aubrey. I remember last year Aubrey was playing out here in left, and I had her number wrong on the roster. I was like, who's playing? And I was like, hey, she could come out here and take care of me. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. You say hello to Aubrey. I guess I owe her that. Show her one shot of her. Because last year I didn't get her right until late in the game. Okay. Can Aubrey bring home Shay Janssen? That's a ball. So 2-2 now. With 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Liberty leading Quincy High 2-1. This is a good game. Feels a good game. Feels like it's competitive between the 4A school and Quincy High and 1A and Liberty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's a fastball from Wepler moving left to right. At least that's what it looked like to me. And she gets the strikeout, the second out of the inning of Aubrey Fessler. Now we go to the top of the lineup, and Ava Hemming at third. Hello, Ava. Can you bring another runner home and make it 3-1? Is Quincy High going to let you not do that? Wepler's pitch is upstairs. A left-handed softball pitcher. The rarity. That's popped foul and back and over the backstop, and your catcher Maggie Neely would have to have been a robot, super robot, to jump over the fence to catch that. But alas, no. 1-1 now to Ava Hemming with that runner at second, as you can see. That is pop foul and back. Runner out there, Shay Janssen, your right fielder for Liberty. Two-on Eagles over the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the second. GG. Good game. That's kind of what it feels like so far. 1-2, nope. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Liberty by 1, trying to add another at second. You can see. That is low. Full count now. Interestingly, last inning, Izzy Wepler at a 3-0 count was able to come back and get the strikeout. Now, she was way ahead in the count. Now it's 3-2 to Ava Hemming. That is popped foul and back. I'm not sure. I can't tell. Looks like the catcher occasionally, which is Maggie Neely, looking at, I think she's getting signs from in the dugout for the pitch. And they're looking, they're both looking at the armband, so they're doing it that way. 3-2 again. This one is grounded base hit, and it will score the run. Single for Ava Hemming, which scores Shay Janssen from second, and it is now 3-1 Liberty with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Can I change the score quick? Can I? May I? I don't know. Is it may I or can I? Can I in this case, right? English teachers, don't be listening. I don't know if I'm right or wrong about a lot of things. Anyway, Anna Dietrich now, your number 2 hitter in the lineup for Liberty. There she is, number 16. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Yep, I know. The camera bobs in the wind. I have tried several solutions and don't have one yet. It's been a couple of years I've done this. You see the runner first, which is Hemming for Liberty. They lead it 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. That is pop. That is a base hit to right. And the runner will be, the runner will be safe at third. That's what happened. Okay, so a single from Anna Dietrich advances Ava Hemming from first to third, and so with 2 outs, a little bit of a run-scoring inning for Liberty here. Now up 3-1, it's your number 3 hitter and your pitcher, number 22, Chandler John, to face Izzy Wepler here. You see Wepler looking in the dugout, staring in the sun, so was the catcher, Maggie Neely, to get the sign and the pitch outside. I think a lot of teams use the armband method now. Otherwise, too easy to steal the signs. First and second for Liberty. They lead 3-1. That is popped. And a good catch out here in left field by Aubrey Squires for out number 3. So let's see, what do we got there? 1 run on, what do we got? 1 run on 3 hits, and what, 2 left? Is that right? 2 left. Yep, okay. We go to the top of the third. Liberty leads Quincy High on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a moment. Well, whatever. I can't tell who Liberty's playing on the boys' diamond. It's 1-0 there in the top of the third, it appears, with whoever's the guest team is leading. Because I can't see them from here. But I can see this game, and it's been an entertaining one to this point. 3-1 Liberty as we go to the top of the third. The leadoff hitter, Ivy Winter, she led off with just a first pitch bang. I'm hitting a single. And she will Oh, correction. This is Cameron Lubick. My bad. Swung on a miss. Thought it was at the bottom of the lineup. I wasn't. She's the right fielder, number 1. So it's 9-1-2. Cameron Lubick, the sophomore. That is foul. Over there to the left. So 2 strikes quickly on Cameron Lubick. Glad if you're watching us from wherever you're watching us. Furious Rally Sports. Quincy High for the first time on Furious Rally Sports with Liberty. We've been here quite a bit for the girls softball. Boys baseball later on this season. That's outside. We hope to have Marshall and Hannibal in baseball next Tuesday. I think that's going to come to fruition. I hope so. Got to get the Hannibal school approval, but I believe I'm going to get that. All right. That pitch, whoops. Chandler John loses that one to Cameron Lubick. It's 2-2. Saw Chloe Kearns do that for Beardstown one time, I think, in that last game. But they beat Liberty here a couple of days ago. That is popped. Where is it? And Clara Ober takes care of it. I had to try to look for it and finally found it. So Cameron Lubick will fly out there in foul ground to Clara Ober. It's now Ivy Winter. Ivy, the left-hander, she just came right up, bang, hit a base hit. And she won't there, though. That pitch moves left, right, outside, ball 1. She scored in the first. That's Quincy High's lone run, 3-1 here in the top of the third. Pitch is outside and up, 2-0. Good game between Liberty and Quincy High on Furious Rally Sports. Feels like it could go any way here. That's up and in. It's quickly 3-0. Now, her opposite number, Izzy Wepler, came back on a 3-0 and got a strikeout, but this will not happen here. Ivy Winter walks on 4 pitches here in the third. That brings up your number 2 hitter, which is Mia Ellifritz. She checks her band for the signs, and there she is. See if the runner takes off. My guess is probably. That's up and out. No. Not the first pitch, anyway. Ivy Winter stays put. A lot of times they take off, and it's rare to see the catcher gun out the runner at second because of the short base paths. I've seen close plays, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody thrown out. There's a play. Here's the throw. That is safe. Yes. Well, no surprise. Ivy Winter with the stolen base. Can Mia Ellifritz bring her home? 1 out here in the third. 3-1 Liberty. Swung on a missed. Little change up there from Chandler John. I'm thinking she'd probably tell you, yeah, maybe I don't want to leave that one up or in the middle of the plate quite as much there, but it got Mia Ellifritz to swing over the top, the shortstop. 2 strikes now, 1-2. And swung on a miss. The runner will be tagged, and that is a strikeout for the second out of the inning for Quincy High. Can Maggie Neely, the number 3 hitter, the catcher, number 11, can she bring home the run for Quincy High? There is Maggie. That is grounded foul to the left. Camden Orman have to chase it down out here in left field. The sun is almost always kind of in this direction. It just kind of bears down on the outfield. Left field would be tough to play out here. Tough high sky. Fouled. So 2 strikes quickly now on the number 3 hitter, Maggie Neely, trying to bring home Ivy Winter, who walked on 4 pitches moments ago. Stole a base, got to second. So the 0-2 count on Maggie Neely. What can Chandler John do here? That is grounded, nubbed. Oh, I was going to say it's, you heard the home plate umpire say dead ball, so we'll do it again. 3-1 Eagles over the Blue Devils here in the top of the third with 2 outs. Fouled. Ooh, that sounded like it may have hit Andy Mixer. Yeah, she looks okay, so I guess not. Either that or she's a lot tougher than I am. No, don't comment on that. Thank you. 2 strikes here on Maggie Neely. Again, the 0-2 is on its way. That is back to John. She has to hurry with it. She's able to make the play for out number 3. Somehow I switched. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I switched my camera wrong there. Forgive me on that. It was John over to Claire Obert for out number 3 after fielding it. And it bobbled off her. It was hit very hard back at her by Maggie Neely. But that is the 3rd out. So, no runs on no hits. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 3-1 Liberty over Quincy High on Furious Rally Sports and Softball. In a moment, I shall return. So again, in between innings, they do not waste a whole lot of time. There is just go, go, go. Did you hear me take a swig of water? I don't think you care that much, do you? Hopefully not. 3-1 Liberty. They will try to add to their lead over Quincy High here in the bottom of the 3rd. On Furious Rally Sports with your Uncle Phil, Phil O'Neill. How are you? You're swell, I know you are. Okay. Looks like we had a little bit of an outfield change out here. And I'm trying to see who. Yeah, we did. We had Mia Ellifritz is now out here in left field, and we have a position change in short, too. Ava Geisendorfer has went to short. I'll have to change that in a moment. Let's see, what did they do otherwise? So Geisendorfer had started. I'll have to take a look at that in a moment. Hang on. And the pitch. That is popped foul. Geisendorfer was the designated player. She is now in at short. And Ella Fritz is out here in left now. That is, well, it was hit right out to, I'm trying to jot stuff down in the scorecard. That was hit right out there. There's Mia Ella Fritz that makes the play out in the left for the first out of the inning on Claire Obert. Andy Mixer now, your catcher. Hi, Andy. And you can hear Mia because my microphone's right out here by her in left. That is up and out for a ball. So again, Geisendorfer came in at short for Mia Ellifritz. Ellifritz now out in left. Aubrey Squires, I believe she is on the bench now. That is out to left center, quickly gunning it in. It's Cameron Lubick, but it is a single for Andy Mixer. She has 2 hits now. The single in the first. This is Camden Ormond. with one out here in the bottom of the third. 3-1 Liberty on Furious Rally Sports. There's Camden, your left fielder. You see the catcher and the pitcher looking in the dugout for the sign. They get it, and here we go. Mixer will, I think we may have a runner at, yeah, I think we do, at first base, and I can't see who it is. Trying to look to see. Macy Bent, I believe, is running at first base for Andy Mixer, the catcher. She will not go.
I don't know, where Greg Stetson is. I'm not gonna lie. There was one earlier, straight down the middle.
See what Camden Ormond can do out here. That is up. Runner does not go. Count now 3-0 to Camden Ormond. That is in there. No. Oh, yes, it is 3-1. I was thinking delayed call from the umpire. 3-1. Now remember, Izzy Wepler came back on a 3-0 and got a strikeout earlier in this game. So can she do this with Camden Ormond? No, it's going to be grounded to second. Well, no. Everybody is safe, I believe, because Kendall Byquist cannot quite handle it and touch the bag. Everybody's safe. I'll call it a single, infield single, and now Wesley John, the shortstop. With one away, Liberty, somewhat of a threat here, right, with one out first and second. Wesley John again playing set short. There you see her. That is low and outside. 3-1 Liberty, bottom of the third on Furious Rally Sports and softball. Illinois High School Association style. Nice day with wind. It's always windy every game anymore. Don't matter what time of year it is. Outside. It's always windy in America. I don't remember it being like this when I played. Occasionally it was, but not that often. And now the wind dies, of course. And that is popped. It is out to center. It will get down, but the runner will be out at third. So that's one of those unusual plays where it's hit in.
These are for you.
So they threw some sunglasses out there. Wesley John flies out to center for the second out. Mixer. Yeah, let's see. Hang on a minute. I got to get the – hang on. I don't think I have that right. That bounced. That's what I missed. Mixer was out at third. Correction for the throw out there for the second out. Wesley John just got a board with a single. Wow. What a mess in my scorecard. This is Shea Janssen. Shea has fouled it, and it is, what, 0-2? Yes. So clarify there what happened. Wesley John one-hopped it out here in center field to Avery Lubick. She quickly threw it in to third, got the out. The runner's kind of left in no man's land, which was Andy Mixer, and who was running for her was Macy Bent, actually. Macy Bent. So there we go. If I've got all that right, and I think I did. All right, so this is Shea Janssen with a 1-2 from Wepler. Fouled, yes. Look for the umpire's hands and saw them. Yeah, you'll see a little diamond in my camera there with the sun. The angle, it just kind of happens. 3-1 Liberty trying to add to the lead, though there are two outs. Steve Reich, strike three. Look at that. I see Wepler jump. Yay, got a strikeout. Caught Shea Janssen looking and for the third out of the inning. So let's see. Didn't get any runs. How many hits I get? 1, 2, 3. And left 2. All right, so we will go to the top of the fourth. This is a tight game, a good one, 3-1 Liberty on Furious Rally Sports. In a moment, I return. So, okay, we go 4, 5, 6 with our hitters here on Quincy High's lineup. Lubick, Geisendorfer, and Byquist. Avery Lubeck. Whoops, let's take it in and show you. Avery, center fielder, busy today. Ball is low for the first pitch of the top of the fourth. A good one here, Quincy High and Liberty. Eagles leading 3-1 over the Blue Devils on Furious Rally Sports. Yeah, he did give the pitch. That outside edge has been there at various points for both pitchers. Whoops. Chandler John goes, yeah, hung on to that one too long. 2-1. Or 2-1, rather, the count. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to throw a softball underhand like that. That's low, 3-1. So, in danger of walking, the leadoff hitter is Chandler John here. Avery Lubick, the number 4 hitter, center fielder. That is in there for a strike. Wow, a delayed call from the home plate umpire. In softball, it's I see that delayed arm thing all the time, and I don't remember that. Anyway, full count now. And grounded to left field here and foul. As you can see, Camden Orman gets it back in. Avery Lubick hanging tough. She has been busy out center field today. Pitch is outside, ball 4. So the leadoff walk to Lubick. It's now Ava Geisendorfer, your shortstop. She started as the designated player, went into short when Mia Ellifritz went out to left field, replacing Aubrey Squires. There is Ava. I don't know if Avery Lubick will go right away. There's a bunt foul to the right. Wind blowing crossways, right to left. Not super bad, but it's flapping the flags. See if Geisendorfer will square to bunt again. She will not. This is popped up. Chandler John's ball to catch, and she will make it. One away. Now your number 6 hitter in the lineup, this is Kendall Byquist, your second baseman. Where's the number 8? Runner does go. Throw. In there, safe. Avery Lubick with the stolen base. All right, runner in scoring position for the Blue Devils. Let's see what they can do here. Byquist can bring her home. Shows the bunt. It is a strike. Mixer kind of chases back Byquist. or rather Lubick back to second. All right, 3-1 here in the top of the fourth with one out. Geisendorfer just popped out moments ago to Chandler John. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Runner is safe at third, able to steal third base. Well, that's big. You say any single could score a run from second with the short bases being 60 feet in softball. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But it really helps to get that runner there. 2 strikes. 1 and 2, rather. This is fouled into the backstop by Byquist. Would you see a bunt with 2 strikes by Byquist? I wonder about that. Is the run that important, down 2? Might, even with 2 strikes. Well, I guess not. That is grounded. Oh, the play at the foe. Wow, forgive me there. I thought she was going, ha. The run scored. I thought she was going to go right to first with it. She came home. I moved the camera too quick, and Byquist is aboard on the fielder's choice. Avery Lubick scores, now 3-2. Quincy High pulls within 1 here in the top of the fourth with 1 out. Should have just held the camera angle. Well, that'll teach me. Maley Tipton now your first baseman. Runner does not go. So 3-2 is the correct score. I will put that up in a moment. And this is Maley Tipton. Outside. Runner does not go. Got the score correct now. Tipton will pop this one foul and out of play. So a ball and 2 strikes now on Maley Tipton. They've gotten a runner home on the fielder's choice. It was grounded to short to Wesley John. She came home, could not get Avery Lubick. And Quincy High, the Blue Devils are now within 1, 3-2 here in the top of the fourth. Whoop, that one's up and out. Runner will go. Safe. Gets away momentarily, but Liberty's able to get it back in. Stolen base for Kendall Byquist. Quincy High is pulled within 1 here in the top of the fourth and could tie it with 1 out. Tipton swings and misses. That is strike 3. 2 down now. You're at the number 8 hitter. And that's Aubrey Squires. I believe Aubrey basically went in and became the designated player after all the switching. So I thought she came out of the lineup, but she became designated player. So she's still hitting. She came out of left field. Ella Fritz went to left, and Geisendorfer went to short. Geisendorfer was the designated player beginning of the game. That's grounded to short. Over to first. Out number 3. Wesley John over to Claire Obert. So they get 1 run. On what? No hits? Is that correct? Yeah. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Quincy High is within 1. 3-2 of Liberty on Furious Rally Sports. See what I mean? They don't waste any time between innings in softball. Pow, bang, here we go. Yes. It's 9-1-2, Fessler, Hemming, and Dietrich. So your left-handed hitting Designated player number 44, Aubrey Fessler. In from the left side of the plate. Thanks, Phil, for calling my name right since you didn't last year. Yeah, I know. I know, Aubrey, I know. That is grounded five. Nope. It is going to be taken at first. Grounded right to first base. And the out unassisted by Maley Tipton. 4-1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Liberty would like to add to this lead. 3-2 over to number 4A school, to Class 4A school, 10-10, Quincy High. They play the big schools now. Ava Hemming now, third base. That's low, outside. See the shadows now. I don't know how much the shadows affect it with the two trees there coming across home plate. In baseball, I would think it would be very tough. I don't know what it does in softball here. That's outside and low. Again, 3-2 Liberty over Quincy High in the bottom of the fourth, 1 out. That is up. 2-0. Scoreboard doesn't show an out, but there is with Fessler grounding out moments ago. Rios outside, ball 4. Ava Hemming with a leadoff walk. So she's been aboard all 3 times, doubled, singled, and now walks. Anna Dietrich, your second baseman. Or number 16, and a little discussion here. Time, what do we got? Runner or something with a shoelace or something with a shoelace, I think, for Ava Hemming. Happens. Again, here's your hitter, Anna Dietrich, second base. Izzy Wepper keeping her Quincy High Blue Devils in this one, in the circle. Popped up, and the catch. And the throw back to first. Oh, Hemming is able to get, she wouldn't have been back. She will slide and be safe. Wow. Okay, a lot happening there. So the pop out to Maggie Neely for the first out. Hemming is able to get there on the throw down to first, and that gets us to where we are now with 1 out. Chandler John, your pitcher. So again, let me go through that real quick. So Anna Dietrich pops up to the catcher. Maggie Neely has to go back and get it, turns, fires to first. The throw is errant, and then Ava Hemming is able to run to second and get there on the errant throw. That is outside. Now 2-0. Chandler John, the pitcher, number 3 hitter in the lineup for Liberty. It is 3-2 Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth. Good game. Tell your friends, tune it in on Furious Rally Sports. Outside, low. You can hear Mia Ellifritz out here in left. The microphone's right out here by her, but it picks up pretty much the whole field. That's why I've got it out here, because you used to have it in the infield, and it doesn't cover the distance, and battery doesn't last anymore either. Got to get another one. Outside, ball 4 to Chandler John. She walks with 1 out. Now your number 4 hitter, the first baseman, 00, Claire Obert. Pretty good basketball season. And we have a runner. And I believe, boy, have fun trying to see that, because they run at the side, and I can't tell until he gets second base, really. That's okay. We'll come back here. Here's Claire Obert. That is grounded too short. Going to get through. And the runner will score. And there's a throw to third. Safe. Single for Claire Obert. Scores Ava Hemming. Advances Chandler John to third. Now 4-2 Liberty. Will change that score in a moment. You see Obert there. She got there in a single, and then the throw to try to get Chandler John. Nope. not at third. Now your hitter is your catcher, number 5 hitter, Andy Mixer. 4-2 the score now, Liberty, with 2 outs. I think that's it, 1 out. There's 2 outs. Fessler led off with the grounder to first, and then the pop out to Dietrich with 2 outs. There we go. Mixer trying to bring home a couple. Second and third. Popped it. And popped what? To the first baseman. So short I couldn't even get the camera angle switched. For the third out, Mixer pops out to first. All right, so they get 1 run. What's that, just 1 hit? Looks like it. And left 2. We go to the top of the 5th. Now 4-2 Liberty over Quincy High on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a sec. Okay, so kind of some clarification here. Got to wait for the catcher to get her gear on, and that's Andy Mixer because she was on the base pass. That happens, right? And she's back at it. So in that inning, to explain how that run scored there was a lot going on. Claire Obert hit the single that got by the shortstop, which was Geisendorfer, Ava Geisendorfer. And then the throw, let's see what happened. Ava Amming scored there, and then they tried to get Chandler John at third. Nope, she was safe, and then that's where we were left because Obert advanced to second on that throw. So they left 2, but they added 1 in that inning. 4-2 now as we go to the top of the 5th for Quincy High. Oh, that sun diamond is right on you now, isn't it? Your hitter is Cameron Lubick. Number 1, the right fielder. Was that a ball or a strike? I guess it was a ball. I think that's been called a strike at various points. Tough to see home plate now with the shadow. You can kind of guess where it is anyway, right? And it swung on and missed. 1-1. That may help a bit, maybe. In there for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now. On the number 9 hitter in the Quincy High lineup, Cameron Lubick, playing out in right field. Fastball in there. Or maybe that was a drop ball. It's a good pitch at the knees, strike 3. Cameron Lubick takes that one for the first out of the inning and the strikeout. Ivy Winter now has singled and walked. She singled with that ripper right to begin the game. I got that first pitch. That is low for a ball. Thanks for joining me. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill on Furious Rally Sports. It has been a good one here. This thing will go 7, I'm pretty sure. Liberty 4-2 over Quincy High. Top of the order for Quincy High right now. That is hit the second. No, can't make the play. I'm not sure she'd have made the play anyway. Anna Dietrich over to first, so we will give Ivy Winter a hit there. I will. Don't know about the official scorer. I'd have to go back and look at that. This is your number 2 hitter now out in left field. Started at shortstop, number 17, Mia Ellifritz. That is low. Runner does. No, it's a strike. Umpire called it late. 0-1. GG. Good game. The Blue Devils and the Eagles. John loses that one a bit outside. 1-1. Singles wild. 1 out. 1 ball. 1 strike. Ivy Winter, I would say, likely to go here at some point in this at bat from first. She will not. It's foul down the right field line. Ball and 2 strikes to Mia Ellifritz. QHS needs a couple. The 4A school playing the 1A school here. Good game, though, 4-2, top of the 5th. 1 away. That one's low. Runner will not go. Ivy Winter stays put. Two balls, 2 strikes. You won't figure that Ellifritz would bunt, would you? I suppose she could. No, pitch is outside. Throw down to second. Ooh, that one's close. But Ivy Winter gets the stolen base. And Quincy High has a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Full count now to Mia Ellifritz. That's ball 4. And a runner will go to third on the wild pitch there. I'll call that a wild pitch anyway. A walk to Ellifritz, first and third now for Quincy High. A little bit of a threat here in the top of the 5th with nobody out. Their number 3 hitter, Maggie Neely, your catcher. Made a nice play behind home plate on a pop-up. What was that, last half inning? A little bit of trouble for the Eagles at the moment. First and third, nobody out for QHS. That is popped up. It's out here to center and caught. The runner will score. On the sacrifice fly, 2 outs from Maggie Neely. No, they appealed that the runner took off early. That was Ivy Winter. She did not. And her alert base running has Quincy High within 4-3. We'll change the score here in a moment. Just writing stuff in the scorebook. Center fielder Avery Lubick now, your number 4 hitter, number 22. Outside, runner will not go. So 4-3 is the score now. Close one here between Quincy High and Liberty. That is a base hit out to right field. All right, so Avery Lubick gets the single. Mia Ellifritz moves to third. Lubick moves to second on the throw. Single out to right field. Ava Geisendorfer. Threatening is Quincy High. Their 4-3 is the correct score. And they're threatening here. And it is lined out. And I believe it was lined out. I looked up and I believe it was lined out to third base and Ava Hemming for the 3rd out. Well, they get 1 on 2 hits. What'd they do? They left 2. They left 2. Indeed. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-3. I got to fix that score. Close game here on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a moment. Again, they waste no time between innings in softball. 6, 7, 8 for Quincy, or rather, wrong side. Let's go to Liberty side. Well, yeah, 6, 7, 8. Orman John Janssen. There you see Camden Orman, your left fielder. 4-3, good game, Liberty and Quincy High. Missed that pitch there. Sometimes I'm switching the cameras, I switched to the wrong thing, so forgive. That was a ball anyway. 1-0 to Camden Orman. Izzy Wepler pitching well for Quincy High, keeping her team in the game. Up and out, 2-0. Or up and in, I guess I should say. Camden Orman is your left fielder for Liberty. See that shadow creeping over home plate from the tree. It's over there to the right, my left. Did that hit her? They call it a foul ball. I guess it's a foul ball. All right. 2-1. The narrowest of margins here. 4-3 Liberty over QHS in the bottom of the 5th. Good game on Furious Rally Sports. No, does not. Did he call a strike? Yes, he did. Late strike call. So that right arm go up. 2-2 now to Camden Ormond.
Right here.
That is popped out to right and caught. Cameron Lubick makes the catch for the first out of Camden Ormond. And here is your shortstop, your number 7 hitter, Wesley John. I believe that's a strike. Yeah, I heard him say strike, and then the late show the arm, 0-1. That outside edge has been there for both pitchers today. At least it looks like an outside edge. Hard to see the plate from here. That is grounded. Oh, ripped right to third. And a fantastic play there at third by Ivy Winter. Wow, ripped right at Ivy. And the second out of the inning for Liberty. Number 8 hitter is right fielder Shay Janssen. There's Shay. It's got to be unusual for her to see a left-handed pitcher, huh? That is popped foul. No, it's not foul. It's down. Woo, okay, so here's what happened. It got over to shortstop and in front of the left fielder. Geisendorfer, the shortstop, left fielder Ellifritz falls down the left field line. It ends up being a double for Shay Janssen with 2 outs. Now Aubrey Fessler, your designated player, the number 9 hitter. Trying to add to the 4-3 lead. Runs very important here late in this one in the bottom of the 5th of 7 innings. This is popped up. Oh, can't make the play. Oh, boy. I believe it went off of Ivy Winter's glove. And Shay Janssen scores. Because of that, it was 2 outs. She was running all the way, and it's now 5-2. Scored from second, 5-2, Liberty. Tough play, tough break. It just was popped up. I was looking for the ball. I'm like, where is it? Deflects off of Ivy Winter's glove at third. That scores the run. Shay Janssen running all the way from second. And it's now 5-3, Liberty. That run is very important, you would have to think. Outside edge for a strike to your leadoff hitter, Ava Hemming, in the lineup, that is.
I hate running backwards for a ball.
Aubrey Fessler at first. This is grounded foul to third. Has been a good game here between Quincy High and Liberty. 5-3, the Eagles lead. The 1A team, it was 12-2, 10-10, Quincy High coming into this. Quincy High plays a lot of big schools, though. Isley Wepler keeping her team in it. In the circle. Nope, runner not going. Aubrey Fessler at first. Ball and 2 strikes now to Ava Hemming, who has doubled, singled, and walked. Scored twice. That is outside. 2-2. And popped out to right field for the catch. Cameron Lubick makes it for out number 3. What did they get? They got 1 run on 1 hit. There was the error. There's 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th, or the top of the 6th, rather, I should say. Quincy High needs a couple runs. They're down 5-3 to the Liberty Eagles on Furious Rally Sports. Okay, just about right back at it here. There's your throw down. It was in the mid-60s, upper 60s when the game started. Feels about the same here. Not bad. Cross breeze, left to right, or I should say right to left. Kind of across the outfield. It's occasionally blowing straight out. This is your number 6 hitter, Kendall Byquist. Playing second base. We're on number 8. Kendall has grounded to second and was aboard on a fielder's choice. Stole a base in the 4th. We are in the 6th. That is low for a ball. 2-0. Quincy High again coming into this 10-10 in Class 4A. 12-2, the Eagles in Class 1A. Steve Reich swung on, took a little off of that one. And a good pitch, Kendall Byquist from Chandler John. That is grounded to second, over to first for the out. Dietrich over to Obert for the first out of the inning of Kendall Byquist. Now at first base, now batting your number 7 hitter, number 21, Maylee Tipton. Swung on a miss for a strike. The only reason why I kind of zoom back out on that is because of the fact it's hard for me to see where the ball is. I have to follow the camera more than looking at the action on the field. That is foul to the left. And the reason for that is there's a little slight delay between what you see in the camera shot and what's happening on the field. (5-3) Liberty over Quincy High in the top of the 6th, 1 out. Tipton swings and misses. 4 strike 3. 2 down. Aubrey Squires now, who became the designated player after starting in left field They moved Elifritz from short to center, or short to left, and then put Geisendorfer in at short. That is popped up and out. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit down the right field line. It was real bizarre. I'm trying to look for it. Ends up being a double for Aubrey Squires, kind of in the position where no one could get to it. Shea Janssen had to come a long way, couldn't get there. And now it's Ivy Winter with 2 outs. Ivy will try to, she's the number 1 hitter in the lineup. Actually, it's Cameron Lubick, forgive it. That is in there for a strike. For some reason, I keep getting off down at the bottom of the score sheet. She's your right fielder. She's made some plays out there in right. Number 9 hitter in the lineup with 2 outs. That is up. 1-1. (5-3) Liberty. 2 outs for Quincy High in the top of the 6th. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill on Furious Rally Sports. Howdy. What can Cameron Lubick do here? Can she bring home a run from second? Well, 2 strikes. Not at the moment. 2-2 now. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Squires at second after the double to right field and just found a spot. That ball goes, almost goes by. Good job for Annie Mixer to make it look like it went by, but she caught it. Now full count. Tell you what, that would have fooled me if I'd have been off second. I'd be, I'm a dead duck. I mean, that happened to me in kickball a few years ago. Not a play like that, but a ball is kicked down third base. Fielder fields it. I'm off second. I'm like, he's coming right up and throwing first. Nope, he turns right at me and looks at me, and I'm way off, and I get the ball thrown at me, and I'm out. Yeah, happens. Full count pitch. To Lubick, she walks. Cameron Lubick walks. So the 2-out possible rally by Quincy High. You got your number 1 hitter coming up, the left-handed hitting Ivy Winter, who has singled twice and scored, and she's also walked. She's been aboard every time. Here in the top of the 6th, can she do some damage on Chandler John and the Liberty Eagles? That is, was that a ball? See, that pitch, I think, has been a strike when it's been on the outside edge to the right-handed hitting batters. All right, fine. Runners at first and second for Quincy High with 2 out. No, low, 2-0. This is where Chandler John has to focus right here. Does not want this inning to get away from her with 2 outs. Liberty leading 5-3. Quincy High has runners at first and second. That is up and out. So 3-0. Chandler John at risk of loading the bases with Blue Devils. Ooh, boy. There are 2 outs here in the 6th. That is ball. Okay, that one is called a strike. Look the ball to me. All right, 3-1. Ivy Winter, the leadoff hitter. That one catches the outside edge, strike 2. So apparently the outside edge is there, left-handed or right-handed hitters. Got to remember, look where the umpire's set up. They're looking at an angle. See how the umpire's looking over the catcher's shoulder? That's probably why that outside pitch is given for the strike. Outside ball 4 there, though. And Ivy Winter walks. Moves Squires to third. Cameron Lubick to second. And now bases loaded for Mia Elifritz. Going to talk things over is BJ Fessler, the head coach for Liberty, with his players. This is a serious moment in the game. You got 2 outs. You're in the top of the 6th. It could go haywire right here, even though you've got the lead. And Chandler John just needs to focus big time here and try to go get Mia Elifritz. Mia has a sacrifice, has struck out, and she has walked. Mia went to left field from shortstop in the 3rd inning. High drama. Furious Rally Sports here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Quincy High has the bases loaded. Can they get the runs home to tie it or take the lead? Ella Fritz takes the first one on the outside edge for a strike. Did he call that a strike? No, it's a ball. Wow, okay. That's outside. Oh, it gets away. Runner will not advance. Remember, the short backstops in softball, you don't usually have to worry about that too much. All right, 2 outs. Can Liberty hang on here? 5-3, bases loaded with Blue Devils. In there for a strike, 2-1. Mia Elifritz, the number 2 hitter in the QHS lineup. Looking to bring home the runs. The bases are full. Can she do it? Steve Reich on the outside edge, 2-2. Deuce is wild here. The pitch from John. In there, strike 3, got her looking. Wow, that is big. Quincy High leaves the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Get no runs on what? 1 hit, 3 left. Ouch. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Liberty leads at 5-3 on Furious Rally Sports. Well, indeed, that was probably the most sweating bullets moment that Chandler John may have faced all year. I know that Beardstown got to her and won 10-0 the other day, but that one was, look, you got the bases loaded for Quincy High. There's 2 outs. Liberty's leading 5-3, and she's able to get the strikeout. Looking of Mia Elifritz. So now it's 2-3-4 for Liberty. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Dietrich John Obert. The law firm of Dietrich John and Obert. Anna Dietrich, now your second baseman. Getting the signs, Izzy Wepler. That is. See that slow call behind the plate of the strike with the right hand. Anna Dietrich again, your second baseman. Number 16. Trying to add to the lead, Liberty. That is foul. Quincy High's got to be thinking, what if? Man, we had the bases loaded. Oh. Sometimes happens. 5-3 Eagles. First hitter in the bottom of the 6th. Anna Dietrich for Liberty. And nope, outside. Yeah, I got to be careful calling these pitches because my eyes see them. I'm like, that's a ball. Man, the umpires will call strike. Sometimes it's a foul ball. Anyway, 1-2 here. From Izzy Wepler to Anna Dietrich. And no, 2-2 outside. Dietrich, the number 2 hitter in the Eagle lineup. That is outside. 3-2 now. To Anna Dietrich. Izzy Wepler has kept her team in it. And that is grounded right back to her. She says, I'll take care of that. 1 away. Almost wrote that wrong on the score sheet. Okay, happens, you know. It's your number 3 hitter in the lineup, and we have, what do we got here? We got a substitution maybe? I'm not sure. Time there. What do we got here? I know Ivy Winter went to a mask at third base. This is Chandler John, your pitcher. That's what was going on. There's Chandler. Outside for a ball. My wobbly goblin camera. Thought of an idea of how I might be able to stabilize that. The higher you put the camera up, the more the wind affects it. But if you don't put it up high enough, you can't see everything. 1 out here in the 6th, bottom of it. And this one is popped up to the second baseman. And that's Kendall Byquist that makes the play. 2 down. Number 4 hitter in the lineup, first base. 00, Claire Obert. 0-0. Can Quincy High get 2 in the 7th? Who knows? Claire Obert goes, Phil, wait a minute. I'm not done yet. The Eagles. It's always sunny in Liberty. Outside edge for a strike now, 1-1. Give Izzy Wepler credit. She has pitched very well for Quincy High, keeping her team in the game. A lefty. I like it. A left-handed pitching softball pitcher. Right on. That is grounded. It's a bit. It was grounded to short. The runner will get second on the throw. I was trying to find the ball where it went, and yeah, okay. So it was grounded to short. And the air on Ava Geisendorfer on the throw. And now Andy Mixer, your catcher, with 2 outs. That is up. Runner will not go. That is fouled back into the backstop. Scoreboard says 2-2. That's not right, is it? It's 0-2. We've only seen 2 pitches. Danny. All right, maybe I'm in a time warp. Here we go. The pitch, and this one is hit well to center. It is gone. It's a home run. Hit so well, it's out of the camera shot. Pretty much straight center to the flagpole. Andy Mixer with the homer. That scores Obert. It is 7-3 Liberty. How about that? Change your score here real quick. On the home run from Andy Mixer, basically to straight center, the center fielder Out there, Avery Lubick kept looking at it. She ran out of room. It comes right down to it.
That was a sky ball, though.
That pitch is outside to Camden Ormond. So now 7-3 Liberty. It'll take 4 for Quincy High to send us to the bottom of the 7th when we get to that top of it. Looked like a strike there that's been called before, and Izzy Wepler does not get that one 1-1. So the error on the throw were on Obert. They got to second, then the home run from Mixer with 2 outs. 7-3. Grounded foul.
Hey, you got 2. Let's go. Finish it. You got it.
Here, Mia Ellifritz out here in the left. She talks to her teammates. It's always a plus. Okay, the 1-2 now. That is outside. 2-2. Andy Mixer, 2-run homer moments ago that scored Claire Obert. And it's 7-3 Liberty here in the bottom of the 6th. Good game, though. It has been the whole way. That is ripped out to right, and that will be a base hit for Camden Ormond with 2 outs. It's your number 7 hitter in the lineup, your shortstop, Wesley John. The damage comes with 2 outs. 2-run homer that has extended Liberty's lead to 7-3. Swung on a miss for a strike. Maggie Neely thought about throwing it down to first, did not. If you're wondering whether Quincy High can get those 4 runs back, yeah, they can. Now 2 strikes on Wesley John. They absolutely can, because they've gotten a few runs in this one. I would say at this point, though, Chandler John would be her own worst enemy. Got to go for the strike zone and eat up at it in the 7th against Quincy. If she does, Liberty gets the win. If not, well. And this one is a hit out to center field. Coming out there, right center is where it was. Wesley John with the hit. Ormond to third. And John advances to second. Ormond at third. John at second, 2 outs. All these runs, or the damage has come with 2 outs. This is Shay Johnson, your right fielder. No, in the dirt. Keeps it in front of her, does Maggie Neely. Runs are very important here if Quincy High can keep them off the board. If not, you'd almost say Liberty's got the game. That is low. Gets by. The runner will score. 2 runs will score. Actually, as soon as I looked at the score, I got to quit doing that. Every time I look down at the run of my score, something else happens. Both runs score. We'll call it a wild pitch. And now 9-3. And that may have done the game in for Quincy High. We'll see. Again, we'll change the score in a moment. 2 outs. All the runs have come with 2 outs. That is grounded to a base hit out to left field. Shay Johnson. Now Aubrey Fessler.
Hey, right here, let's finish it. Hey, right here, we got
Change that score here to 9-3. 5-3 going into the inning, but unfortunately for Quincy High, 4 more runs for the Eagles. That is grounded. It's 2 third over to first for the out. Ivy Winter fields that one and throws it over for out number 3 of Aubrey Fessler. But it's 9 runs. They got 4 runs in that inning in the bottom of the 6th. Can they get 6 in the top of the 7th? It's a lot of work to ask, but maybe Quincy High can. 9-3 Liberty as we go to the 7th. Back after this on Furious Rally Sports. Well, with the 5-3 lead that I thought Chandler John was going to have going into this 7th, I'm like, boy, she just has to throw strikes. She gets to walk some hitters and look out. But as it turns out, there were 2 quick outs in the 6th, and then the wheels fell off for Quincy High. The 2-run homer from Andy Mixer, and then 2 runs score on a what I will call a wild pitch. 1 scored from third, and then they had some more throwing miscues that scored the other run, and that leads it to 9-3 here as we go into the top of the 7th for Quincy High. 3, 4, 5, Neely, Avery Lubick, and Geisendorfer for QHS. This is Maggie Neely, your catcher. And we've seen a position move here. Let's see. Wesley John now behind the plate for Chandler. They have moved Camden Ormond to short, number 10. And Andy Mixer now out in left field. Did you get all that? I had to look in here to see what's going on. But, yeah, I saw Wesley John now behind the plate. 1-0. That is low and deflects to Mars. Deflects to the Artemis mission. Well, actually, it's back, isn't it? 2-0. I hope to go see that take off when they go for the moon. I've never seen one. I always wanted to. Maggie Neely now with the 2-0 for Quincy High. Can they get 6 here in the 7th? They need it, or it's over. Fouled. See that shadow in between the mound and the plate now. Liberty, the 1A school, 12-2 coming in. Quincy High, 10-10, the 4A school. Playing the big schools. Lots of them. Fouled again off of Maggie Neely's foot there a little bit. She's okay. Occupational hazard playing. Occupational hazard playing softball. Just put it that way. All right. 2-2. That is grounded to. It's a base hit out to left field. For Maggie Neely here to lead off the seventh. I was looking at a 2 there. That's why I said second. All right. Maybe the sun's baking it into me here as I'm staring right at it. Andy Mixer in left will be staring right at this sun. This is Avery Lubick, your center fielder, number 4 hitter. That's outside for a ball. Quincy High needs 6 or it's over. Top of the 7th. It's a 7-inning game in softball at the Illinois high school level. That is popped out to right. And you couldn't see that, but a good catch out there in right field by Shea Janssen. For the first out. Well, that sun's just baking that camera right there, huh? Yikes. This is Ava Geisendorfer. That is grounded. Base hit to the left side. So a single moves Neely up. Single for Geisendorfer, and this is Kendall Byquist. First and second, one out. 9-3, Liberty. That is fouled into the backstop. Pretty comfortable, nice day, windy. No surprise. It's windy all the time, everywhere. Byquist bring home a couple of runs, help Quincy High's situation out. Blue Devils need 6. That is fouled to the right. Nine for Liberty, 3 for Quincy High. Top of the 7th. There is one away. Kendall Byquist, what can you do? 0-2. There's that first and second. Oh, it gets away. No, it hits her. It actually hits her. Moves everybody up. Neely to third. Geisendorfer to second. Byquist on the hit by pitch. Goes to first. The base is loaded. This game not over yet. 9-3 Liberty. Top of the 7th. There is one out. This is the number 7 hitter in the lineup, the first baseman, number 21. Miley Tipton. I believe we may be having some runners here. At least I think so. I can't really see. Maybe I can. Who do we have in there? No, there's no one there. That's our. All right, let's go back here and get all organized. I'm not sure. Maybe we have a pinch hitter here. Do we? Yes, I believe we do. Can't quite tell who that is. Camry Leenertz pitches in there for a strike. Camry Leenertz, can she bring somebody home? That's fouled. 0-2. Yeah, if I'm Camry, I'm thinking, boy, I didn't think at first pitch was a strike, but okay. 0-2 now on her with the bases loaded and one out. Quincy High trying to eat into this 9-3 lead, but they need 6 here in the top of the 7th. Outside. 1-2. Man, staring in the sun's rough. And you say he wears sunglasses. Well, I can't see as well with the sunglasses. Just messes up. Oh, that pitch gets by. Run will score on the wild pitch. Everybody moves up. And it's second and third now. And 9-4. Liberty. And struck out Camry Leenertz for the second out. Now Aubrey Squires, unless we've had a pinch hitter. Let's see, is this Aubrey? I think so. Yep. That is outside for a ball. 9-4. Quincy High down to their last out here in the 7th, though, with 2 down. It was a 5-3 game into the bottom of the 6th. Liberty got 4. Swung on a miss. Runner will score on the loose ball there. So now 9-5. Guess we'll call that a passed ball. Byquist moves up to third. You can see her over there now. And that scored Geisendorfer. 9-5. That is grounded too short. Over to first, and that will end it. That's the final score. The Liberty Eagles 9, the Quincy High Blue Devils 5 in softball. Squires grounds out two. Short, that's to Wesley John, or that was actually Camden Ormond who came in there. Not Camden Ormond, that was Ava Hemming that was at short. They threw it over to Claire Obert for out number 3. There we go. That was all those substitutions there in that inning. So your final score, 9-5, Liberty over Quincy High. A good game. It was entertaining. It was fun. Quincy High was in it till maybe that 4 spot that Liberty hung up on them with the Andy Mixer 2-run homer in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. It was the straight center, pretty much straight center. So that's your final score once again. Liberty 9, Quincy High 5. Complete game for Chandler John. Let's see how many strikeouts I got Chandler for. 1, 2, 3, and this is unofficial. 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts of Quincy High by Chandler John. So that's it from Liberty. The 1A school goes to 13-2. And the 4A school, Quincy High, goes to 10-11. So the next broadcast on Furious Rally Sports is Friday. This ought to be interesting. First time I've done this. Soccer at Central Lee High School in Donaldson, Iowa, just outside of Donaldson. They take on Wapello in girls and boys soccer. Girls game at 4:45, boys around 6:45. Friday night. We'll see you up in Iowa. So, as I always try to conclude if I remember it, so if today didn't go your way, or if today went your way, I should say, great, that's awesome for you. I'm glad for you. But if today did not go your way, let tomorrow be the beginning of your own Furious Rally. Once again, the final score from Liberty. It's the Liberty Eagles 9, the Quincy High Blue Devils 5 in softball on Furious Rally Sports. I'm your Uncle Phil O'Neill. I will talk to you soon. That's Friday. Bye for now.